Hey there guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you a rank 1 clear on Inugami that doesn't use Chow, and we're not using Melissa, Rick, etc. We're going to be going with this party. We're going to use Ibarra for the big damage, we're going to use Aya for big damage as well. She's also going to kill the boss on turn, after the burst turn. Elaspiris for the big Imperil field. Melissa for dark support, beast killer, also fairy killer. Roka for leader skill, LB damage field, and some damage. And then Esther for covering as well as reaper killer. So let's get in here and get a clear in. So killers are a little bit rough on this clear. Don't have big AoE killers, but it should overall be fine, hopefully. Okay, so turn chart will be in the comments, gear will be at the end of the video. So turn 1, we're going to have Roka sing Zidane's STMR for the big LB damage buff. We're going to use Esther to do True Storm, Energizing, and Omni Cover. That'll fill her LB gauge, and even though we imbued her with Lightning, she's going to die this turn. It's going to get rid of the imbue for us. Ibarra is going to AoE imbue the party with Dark. Now she's dual wielding a water and a wind weapon. I'm sorry. Water and a light weapon, not wind. So we're going to go ahead and use Malicious Flash to seal the boss. And then, I got him all over the place here. All over the place. I'm sorry. So we're going to end Darga. We're going to seal the boss. And then we're going to Wish of Vengeance. There we go. Elaspiris is going to do Delirium, Vengeance, and Shield Splitter. Aya is going to do Barrier, Gene Heal, and Haste. And then Melissa is going to do Minutes to Might, Chronic Flux, and then, nope, not that one. And then Beast Killer on anyone, doesn't matter. So, we're going to just guts the damage. We don't care about mitigation in this clear. No mitigation whatsoever, zero care. So we're going to re-raise on the tank and guts the entire party and not worry about mitigation. There we go. Okay, so this turn, Elaspiris will LB to put up her field. Aya can just triple heal to, get morale gain, etc. Esther's going to shift here and do the shifted LB to put up Omni Cover yet again. Melissa's going to LB and target herself so that she can seconds on the burst turn. And then Ibarra is going to bar Darkja, end Darkja, and seal the boss with Malicious Flash. There we go. Okay. So this turn is just elemental damage. We're immune on Esther, so no big deal. She's wearing a lot of resist gear. Okay, on this turn, we're going to LB Ibarra for the killers. That'll also seal the boss because of the weapon she's using. Esther can go to the base form this turn and triple bolting to fill her LB gauge. We don't need cover this turn. Elaspiris will do Hades, Sword Splitter, and Shield Splitter. Aya this turn is going to do re-raise on Esther and then just double heal. Melissa on this turn is going to do Ramping, Dark Amplify with Abyssal. Then we're going to do Bar Darkja. And then just a killer buff, doesn't matter which one or on who. There we go. So this turn, Melissa has the highest spirit in the party. She's going to take the single target attack and guts it. And Esther will Omni Cover the fixed attack. And 822,000 damage on Melissa. We don't mind. Okay, so turn 4 is going to be another AoE attack. We're going to do yet another source of guts. The whole party is wearing multiple sources of guts to deal with this. So Esther on this turn can just stay in the base form, doesn't really matter. And she can just guard. We're not going to really need her this turn. Roka is going to do, she's finished singing Zidane's STMR. In Darkga, Voidlands, Dark, Amplify, and then I'll show you as the last action. Elaspiris can just do Deep Incision, Blood Trap, Blood Taint. Aya can shift here. Aya will do Necrosis to dispel the boss. Then Awakened and P90. Ibarra can do Seal the Boss, Anun, and Sukiyo. And then Melissa, on this turn, can do Fairy Rune on Aya Brea because she has no Fairy Killer. And now she does. Okay, so yet again, we're going to cover with Esther and re-raise it. And then the rest of the party will Guts. Perfect. Now it is time to burst. So we're going to use Melissa on this turn to... Let me check one thing. Does Esther actually have Dark Imbue? She does. Perfect. So Melissa is going to do Seconds of Support on Ibarra. We're going to do Beast Killer on Aya Brea. And then we're going to do Parasol to AoE re-raise. Esther is going to... No, Esther is also using a light and a water weapon in the base form to seal the boss. So she's going to just triple bolting this turn. Roka will shift and triple bolting. Elisperis will SLB, and then Aya will LB to match that. And Ibarra will use her LB. So, yeah, we'll do that. And then we're going to do basically all the morale skills, including the Imperil Cure. There we go. So we're going to, let's see, 1 second, make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, so we're going to send the Bolting Strikers first. Wait just a second, then we're going to send the Extreme Novas. So that, wait just a second, and then send these. And that should be the damage cap. Now, you might have to roll variants depending on your luck, etc. But 5.5 billion damage, there we go. So the boss is going to do some bad AoEs here. We don't care. We re-raise them or guts them, fine. Now we're going to use Aya Brea to kill the boss. We're done. You could also use the party to use morale fill cooldowns if you want to, if you're worried about your morale score, but our morale is very, very good, so we're fine. So we're going to use the Aya Brea trick, get revive, target on the boss, and there it is. There is our rank 1 without Chow or Elena. We did 5.5, we got the morale gauge maxed out, we gained a ton of morale, we did the 100 count chain score. We're good. So for this one, perfect score, there you go. So Ibarra is really the big carry here because she's getting all the single target stuff. She's got triple killer at 250, she does 150 dark amp. So overall, very, very good unit here for this specific team. Aya Brea, unfortunately, is not a dark unit, but she still does pretty good. But there we go. There is our burst with her. And Aya Brea, of course, allows us to completely ignore phase 2, which is convenient. Elisperis, 300,000 damage, but she was really important for the Dark Imperil field. Now, you can use the same concept here on like a water or a light team if you don't have Elisperis. I just wanted to use her because I got her off banner the other day, so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and use her. But again, the same concept works totally fine on a light team or a water team. Melissa for the Beast Killer and Dark support, Roka for leader skill, and unfortunately a little bit of damage. Esther's killer is only physical, so Roka had no Fairy Killer and no Undead Killer, keep that in mind. We gave single target Fairy Killer to Aya and the big Beast Killer to Aya, and then of course Ibarra has triple all killers to herself. But anyway, Esther did bring Undead Killer for Aya Brea and Elisperis, so better than Elena. Potentially, maybe Elena's personal damage would have been better. Who knows? Whatever. This got it done. We're happy. So there it is. And yeah, you can mix and match it. Elena probably does work instead of what's your girl's name? Instead of Esther. Try it out. But here's the team that we used. So leader on Roka. And then Elisperis is on Ifrit for the overcap killer. So yet again, more reason Elisperis did so high. So base form, Elisperis is dual wielding a water and a light weapon. If you don't have these, you can give her like equipped sword or whatever. Just give her the dual wield stuff. 2 different sources of guts in the base form. A Warber's Boon and Chocobo Feather. That way she stays alive. Of course, the morale stuff, but we don't really need all that, honestly. And you don't really need any resist gear or anything else, but there you go. Shift form is LB damage versus the combo, and she is wearing all the best gear, maxed on all the killers, maxed on my best card, etc. We kind of went all in for Ibarra. Ayabreya in the base form is using Celestite Rod, Treasured Ring, two sources of guts. Two sources of guts in the base form, and a little bit of bulk. There we go. Actually, the bulk's honestly not even important. And make sure the whole party is immune to Paralyze and Confusion. Shift form is LB damage with a source of guts. Honestly, it's not super important because we just re-raise it on that turn. But she's the most important person to be alive on the final turn, so I gave her guts in the shift form as well. Not technically needed, though. But there we go. She's maxed on all the killers. Ellaspiris is maxed on... I'm pretty sure she's maxed on all the killers, right? Maxed Reaper, maxed Fairy, and 275 Beast, max LB damage. And unfortunately, she did poopy damage because big sad face. But there it is. We got double chain cap with memory chip and her own STMR. We're using the cool smile card because her modifiers are terrible. But, you know, her field is important for a dark clear. So we had to use her. There we go. Melissa is the highest spirit in the party, so that she takes the attack on turn 3. Triple guts. I don't know if you need that much. I think double guts is all you really need, but for safety, I gave her triple guts. There we go. Confusion immunity as well. And then we gave her this for Fairy Killer on the turn before the kill turn, so that we could give that to, what's your girl's name? Ayabreya. Roka in the base form is using double source of guts, and then Zidane's STMR. And then shift form is LB damage versus the boss. Unfortunately, she does not really get very many killers in this clear, although she's maxed on passive killers. Yeah, maxed. It's just that she's a magical unit, and we're using undead physical killer. Esther in the base form is dual wielding a water and a light weapon. You know, things like Dragon's Brush, Call of the Wild, etc., just for make LB feel easier. Savior's Armor for the auto-cast healing and morale. Shift form, 200 or better to water and dark resist, and then the immunities, etc. And again, a lot of LB fill so that we can get her LB good to go. And then we're dual wielding a morale card for more morale. Honestly, not needed with Melissa on the party, but for safety. So there you go. I've now done a clear without Chow, for those of you asking. So hope it helps. See you in a bit.